Hey you guys, we are back with all the latest news, scoop and dope from the world of Bollywood and social media. मैं हूं Manish and welcome to your favorite one-stop shop of all the news that you need from Bollywood. This is Planet Bollywood. And today we have a whole bunch of really interesting things happening on the show, but we're going to kickstart our show with this. New Kids on the Block and alleged lovebirds Ishan Khattar and Janhvi Kapoor's reported relationship has apparently come to an end, and this comes in the wake of the fact that the both of them are very ambitious individually and have great and promising careers up ahead, and their relationship has come in the way of their progress in their careers. Now, a source close to the actors has said, "Just two young ambitious people who need to focus on their careers rather than on love. That's it." Ishan's attentions were getting too much for Janhvi. It was okay for him to hang around her while they were promoting Dhadak. But when Janhvi was promoting her film, which was released on a very popular OTT platform and directed by Zoya Akhtar, Ishan would land up at the venue embarrassing the hell out of Janhvi. Now, if reports are to be believed, and according to the source, Janhvi has been the one to call it quits, which has indeed broken Ishan's heart but has also saddened Janhvi to quite an extent. Now, one can't forget the fact that the two of them, burst on the scenes with their super successful film Dhadak, which was Karan Johar production, and they were the talk of the town. And while shooting the film, Janhvi unfortunately lost her mother and veteran actress Sridevi, and Ishan was standing by her side throughout the entire situation. And he gave her and lent her a lot of support, and of course that could be seen in every moment that they were captured together, whether it was on film sets or whether it was on promotions or whether it was just hanging out with friends. The chemistry was very evident. In fact, on a very popular chat show which is hosted by Karan Johar, they individually came on the shows and were questioned by Karan Johar about their alleged relationship, to which each of their individual brothers, Shahid Kapoor and Arjun Kapoor, answered for them. But still, the answers were left open-ended, और ऐसा कोई confirmed news नहीं दिया इन्होंने about their relationship. But according to reports and sources close to the actors, it was believed that the two of them were quite an item and quite, and very much in love. And unfortunately, now this relationship has ended, and that too just before Valentine's Day. So it can't be an easy thing to kind of deal with at this point in time. लेकिन the good news is that the two of them are flooded with work और बहुत सारा काम कर रहे हैं ये दोनों. जानवी को बहुत सारा critical acclaim मिला है for her OTT platform film, which was directed by Zoya Akhtar. She has been seen as a very talented actor, and of course Ishan has got a huge bunch of films coming up in his kitty, including a Suitable Boy, which he will be seen alongside Tabu and is being directed by Meera Nair. So there is a lot of good things happening in their lives individually, but unfortunately for us, for fans and for the couple in question, the relationship has not gone on to the next level. It has ended. But here's wishing the two of them a happy time ahead, a happy independent journey ahead, and we're sure that they're going to find love in the near future individually. लेकिन guys, एक ध्यान रखने वाली बात ये है कि the two of them, Ishan Khattar और Janhvi Kapoor, have never openly accepted and acknowledged their relationship. But industry insiders and sources close to them have, very strongly hinted and actually verbalized the fact that the two of them are quite in love and very much the cutest couple on the block. और कल ही एक इवेंट में हमने जानवी कपूर से पूछा था, what is your plans for Valentine's Day? We are hoping for a really, really interesting and fun answer, but unfortunately Janhvi Kapoor's response to it was rather cold, and she kind of brushed off Valentine's Day by saying that she was busy and she had nothing planned.
मेरे कोई plans नहीं है actually. It sounds very sad. मेरे कोई plans नहीं है actually. It sounds very sad. मेरे कोई plans नहीं है actually. It sounds very sad. मेरे कोई plans नहीं है actually. It sounds very sad.
Well guys, Sara Ali Khan और कार्तिक आर्यन की फिल्म लव आजकल directed by इम्तियाज अली 14th of February यानी कि Valentine's Day पर रिलीज होने जा रही है. And now this film has already created a lot of buzz. People are really excited to see this film. बहुत सारे comparisons हो रहे हैं to the original 2009 film starring Sara's dad, Saif Ali Khan and Deepika Padukone. But amongst all of that, the problem is that this film has run into troubled waters from the CBFC, यानी कि Central Board of Film Certification. Now they have asked the makers of the film to make certain changes to be able to release the film. Now, just before we go ahead with this story, I'd like to tell you guys that the film has already got a certificate, and the certificate is the UA certificate, which means that there are certain changes that have been made to the film. Now, what are these changes? Now, Starting with number 1. इस फिल्म में एक इंटीमेट सीन दिखाया गया है बिटवीन कार्तिक आर्यन एंड सारा अली खान और इस सीन में बहुत सारा केमिस्ट्री है इन दोनों एक्टर्स के बीच एंड दैट इज बेसिकली द क्रक्स ऑफ दिस फिल्म. नाउ द CBFC has asked the makers of the film to cut down and replace certain scenes of an intimate scene between Karthik and Sara. Now what is the problem over here is that this is a very important scene for the chemistry of the two actors in the film. Now the makers of the film are in a little bit of a fix and don't know how to kind of change this up on the edit table. But having said that, they're doing everything that is possible to make these changes and to be able to retain the basic essence of the scene. So that is the first thing. The second thing is एक बहुत ही important kissing scene है between Karthik and Sara Ali Khan, which is also seen in the promo of the film, which the CBFC has again asked the makers of the film to cut down on the kissing scene. So now that has been replaced from an entire kiss to just a little peck and it's almost like a touch and go kind of situation jahan par again the chemistry of these two actors and these two characters in the film is being compromised, so which we'll have to see in time jab film release hogi on 14th of February ki kitna asar padta hai is film par. Number 3, there is a particular cuss word which has been used by Karthik Aryan's character in the film, which again drives the story a little forward, and that word is haramzado. Now the CBFC has asked the makers of the film to replace that word and change it to Sale Besharmo. Now I don't know how much of a difference that's really going to make to the entire script and the film, but I don't think the makers of the film are that worried about this particular word. But yes, with regards to the intimate scene in the film and the kissing scene at the beginning of the film, उस पर थोड़ी सी debate चल रही है and the makers are in sort of a fix. Having said that, we're just 2 days away from the release of this film. इस film की बहुत चर्चा हो रही है. Lots of people are talking about it. Everyone's really excited about it, and it is the big Valentine's Day release film. So we're going to look forward to seeing what kind of turnout this film has, what the audience has to say, and whether these changes by the CBFC has really impacted the success or the failure of the film. मेरे हिसाब से I don't think it should make such a difference to the film, considering that the film will probably and most likely have a great storyline. It'll be edited really well. The music of the film is fantastic और audience को बहुत ही मतलब excitement हो रही है to watch this film. And of course, let's not forget one more time, this is a Valentine's Day release film. तो बहुत सारे couples इस film को देखने जाएंगे and they're going to come out, well, I think they're going to come out happy with what they have to see. Well, इरफान खान के फैंस के लिए एक बहुत ही बड़ी गुड न्यूज है और वो ये है कि 20th of March 2020 को उनकी अगली फिल्म अंग्रेजी मीडियम फाइनली रिलीज होने जा रही है और 13th of February यानी कि कल उस फिल्म का ऑफिशियल ट्रेलर भी रिलीज होगा. एंड दिस कम्स इन द वेक ऑफ द फैक्ट दैट इरफान हैज बीन सफरिंग फ्रॉम अ सर्टेन काइंड ऑफ न्यूरोलॉजिकल कैंसर व्हिच ही वाज डायग्नोज्ड विद just before he was going to start his next film, which was going to be directed by Vishal Bhardwaj and was going to be seen opposite Deepika Padukone. During this process of starting off the film, he was diagnosed with cancer and had to leave the country for his treatment. Unfortunately, he had to drop all the other projects that were coming his way, but Angrezi Medium was a film that has been extremely close to him, considering that it is the sequel of his very successful film Hindi Medium, which gained him a lot of critical acclaim and commercial success as well.
हेलो भाइयों बहनों, नमस्कार. मैं इरफान. मैं आज आपके साथ हूँ भी और नहीं भी. खैर, ये फिल्म अंग्रेजी मीडियम मेरे लिए बहुत खास है. सच यकीन मानिए, मेरी दिली ख्वाहिश थी कि इस फिल्म को उतने ही प्यार से प्रमोट करूं जितने प्यार से हम लोगों ने बनाया है. लेकिन मेरे शरीर के अंदर कुछ अनवांटेड मेहमान बैठे हुए हैं. उनसे वार्तालाप चल रहा है. देखते हैं किस करवट उठ बैठता है. जैसा भी होगा आपको इत्तला कर दी जाएगी. कहावत है, when life gives you lemon, you make a lemonade. बोलने में अच्छा लगता है, पर सच में जब जिंदगी आपके हाथ में नींबू थमाती है ना, तो शिकंजी बनाना बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता है. लेकिन आपके पास और चॉइस भी क्या है पॉजिटिव रहने के अलावा. इन हालात में नींबू की शिकंजी बना पाते हैं कि नहीं बना पाते हैं, ये आप पर है. और हम सब ने इस फिल्म को उसी पॉजिटिविटी के साथ बनाया है और मुझे उम्मीद है कि ये फिल्म आपको सिखाएगी, हंसाएगी, रुलाएगी, फिर हंसाएगी शायद. Enjoy the trailer and be kind to each other and watch the film. And yes, वेट फॉर मी.
Now, अंग्रेजी मीडियम का ट्रेलर कल यानी कि 13th of February को रिलीज होने जा रही है and just before the release of the trailer of the film, Irfan Khan has sent out a very heartwarming message to all his fans across the world where he talks about his battle against cancer. He talks about how saddened he is, unfortunately, about the fact that he cannot be actively present to promote the film and how special this film is to him and how he encourages and urges his fans to go and watch the film because it's been made with a lot of heart and it is a very special film to him and the entire crew of the film. अब इस फिल्म में उनके साथ दिखेंगी करीना कपूर खान and this is a fresh pairing. This is a new pairing that hasn't been seen before and it's obviously going to be a really exciting pairing to watch on screen. उनके अलावा इस फिल्म में इरफान के साथ दिखेंगे रणवीर शौहरी, राधिका मदन and a whole bunch of other very talented actors who have been seen independently and individually shining as extremely gifted actors. So it's going to be a great ensemble cast coming together. It's going to be a great film that we all are looking forward to. And here's wishing Irfan Khan yet again a very speedy recovery, all the very best, and we're hoping that he makes a huge comeback to the big screen very soon. Well, guys, in the wake of the global epidemic coronavirus, which originated in China, travelers have been extremely wary and have been wearing masks all over the world. And one such person who's included in this travel list is Parineeti Chopra, who actually decided to do a photo shoot at what looks like an airport wearing a mask. And she uploaded these pictures and captioned it on her Twitter handle by saying, "Sad, but I guess this is the situation now. Stay safe, guys. Hashtag coronavirus. Hashtag stay safe." Now, this has been a well-intentioned, I would imagine, picture and a message sent out to all her fans and reminding them that there is a global epidemic and one needs to be cautious, especially while they're traveling. And unfortunately for Parineeti Chopra, this has gone viral and not in a good way. Fans of Parineeti Chopra, well-wishers, and people who just generally want to know what she has to say have been taking to Twitter to kind of criticize her move and saying that you really didn't need to do a photo shoot and tell us that this is exactly the situation. A couple of people have sent out tweets to Parineeti and have said, "The Lying Llama 2.0 says you don't need to do a photo shoot to tell this to people, dear Bollywood ki beti." Silma Siva says, "Sis, you didn't have to do a photo shoot for this." Amit Rajput said, "Bollywood is more dangerous than the coronavirus." Well, I'm not sure exactly how that makes sense, but still, nonetheless, that's what Amit Rajput had to say. Lalit Wekole says, "Is this photo shoot necessary on such a critical situation?" Counter Sadhu says, "What kind of nonsense is this?" And then there's a whole bunch of other people who have had various things to say about Parineeti Chopra's attempt to sort of create awareness. Now, from our perspective, yes, मतलब उनकी intentions अच्छी थी, उनका attempt अच्छा था. She is trying to kind of create that awareness. But again, one has to kind of question the fact was it necessary to actually do a photo shoot to tell her fans, to tell the public that you need to be careful. Now, there's two ways to look at this. एक तरफ से audience Bollywood को criticize करती है, saying that they don't spread enough awareness about social, cultural, and global issues, and they're constantly consumed by what is happening in Bollywood and not really standing up and talking about the things that really matter. And on the other side, when someone does actually do this, then they're widely criticized. अब कुछ समय पहले दीपिका पादुकोण ने भी she had made her presence felt at JNU, which was a silent protest against the violence against the students, and she was widely criticized, saying that this was just a publicity stunt. उनकी फिल्म के लिए जो कि छपाक जो कि तब रिलीज होने जा रही थी, and she was kind of criticized, and of course the film's collection did take a hit because people started to ban the film and said that this was just a gimmick that she was kind of doing. And likewise right now with Parineeti Chopra as well. अगर वो एक मैसेज देना चाह रही है, अगर वो कुछ कहना चाह रही है, yes, the way maybe she's doing it may not be the ideal situation, but nonetheless the point is that she is trying to create an awareness. और हम सब तो खैर पेपर पढ़ते हैं या न्यूज़ पढ़ते हैं, and we're kind of well informed about certain situations, but one must not forget the fact that there is a larger population of people who don't follow these things, who are unaware of it, and who don't have the right idea and information about about how deadly this kind of a virus is and how it can affect a mass number of people. Now, अगर हम count के बारे में बात करें तो चाइना में already 908 लोगों की मौत हो चुकी है because of this virus, and there are over 40,000 people all across the world who have been diagnosed and tested positive with the coronavirus. So I guess from our side over here at Planet Bollywood, we'd like to say, kudos to Parineeti Chopra. Maybe the medium and the way that her message has been sent across may not have been the most appropriate, but nonetheless, it's still a good intended message. Now, apart from Parineeti Chopra, there's another actress who's also been very careful and wary of the coronavirus, especially while she's traveling, and that is Sunny Leone. I mean, Sunny was traveling and she was at an airport जहाँ पर fans ने उन्हें spot किया और वो एक selfie लेना चाहते थे उनके साथ, लेकिन Sunny first denied the selfie, saying that I don't want to be in too close a proximity with people, especially in public places. And when the fans insisted, what Sunny did was she threw on a face mask and decided to take that photo with the fans, obliging them, but yet at the same time kind of protecting herself from possible contraction of any sort of bacteria, virus or germs. So yes, there is this caution that people are taking, and it's only rightfully so, because the coronavirus, like we all know, is a global epidemic, and it is passed on through just general, it's an airborne disease, it's an airborne virus, and it can spread very, very easily. So yes, our Bollywood is taking precautions with regards to this, and pretty much setting examples for their fans and for the rest of the people. Well guys, reports की माने तो yesteryears and veteran actor Rishi Kapoor की सेहत पिछले 2 हफ्ते में और खराब हो गई है. Now, one must not forget the fact कि 2018 में Rishi Kapoor was first diagnosed with bone marrow cancer, and after the release of 102 Not Out, in which he was seen alongside Amitabh Bachchan, and he garnered a lot of critical acclaim for his performance, his health started to deteriorate, and he was in denial at that time until the family really intervened and got him to get checked up, and they found that he was suffering from bone marrow cancer. And then post that, he went off to New York and stayed there for a year and got treated, was cleared to come back to Mumbai, enjoyed good health for more than 8-9 months, and then unfortunately recently he has been diagnosed again with a relapse of the bone marrow cancer. And according to a source close to the family, his health started to deteriorate once again in the early days of February of 2020. जहाँ पर जब ऋषि कपूर से पूछा गया था, तो he had attributed his ill health to the pollution that he suffered while he was visiting Delhi. But he's back in Mumbai and he was admitted to a hospital. And according to reports, his condition is not very good. And the source also goes on to say that Rishi Kapoor is in denial about his situation. Before a treatment procedure is decided upon, he must accept that he is unwell. Unfortunately, like the first time when the disease struck, he is not willing to accept the truth. Well, ये unfortunate situation हुआ है for the Kapoor family, and in all of this, there was also talks about Alia Bhatt and Ranbir Kapoor finally tying the knot after the release of Brahmastra, जो कि 2020 में release होने जा रही है. There were also speculations about the fact कि इन दोनों ने अपने friends और family को save the date का card भेजा था, and the prep for the wedding had begun. But now again, according to a source close to the family, it is being said that everything insofar as the wedding prep is concerned has been put on a back burner, and Rishi Ji's health has become the first and topmost priority for the entire family. From Rishi Kapoor to Neetu Singh to Alia Bhatt to the entire extended family, everyone is visiting Rishi Kapoor and trying to explain to him that this is a serious condition and that he needs to take it seriously and take the right kind of medical treatment to help him survive, help him fight this battle against cancer, and so that he emerges victorious once again. And we here from Zoom would like to wish the Kapoor family and of course Rishi Ji a very, very, very speedy recovery, and that we're sure that he's going to emerge from this victorious yet again. Well guys, अब वक्त हो गया है एक छोटा सा ब्रेक लेने का, but don't go anywhere because we are coming right back at you. Well, guys, after shattering all records with his big Bahubali franchise, filmmaker S.S. Rajamouli is back, and this time, even before the release of his next big film, RRR, he is shattering records. And we're talking about the pre-release records as compared to his previous film, Bahubali 2. Now, according to a very popular trade analyst, he goes on to say, S.S. Rajamouli's RRR shatters pre-release business of Bahubali 2 with huge margins. Andhra Pradesh Telangana collections recorded at rupees 215 crores. Karnataka rights sold at 50 crores and overseas rights bought for 70 crores. RRR would easily do the pre-release business of more than 400 crores in South India and overseas. Now that is a huge number. We're talking about pretty much breaking all sorts of records with regards to pre-release of a film. Now, इस फिल्म की अगर हम बात करें, RRR will see a whole number of very popular South Indian stars, but alongside them we'll also see Bollywood's very own Alia Bhatt and of course Ajay Devgan in a very, very important role. Now, अगर sources की माने तो it was also believed that S.S. Rajamouli was ready and wanted to pay Ajay Devgan his professional fees for the film. लेकिन Ajay Devgan denied taking that on the basis that he said that I was only doing a cameo in the film and I really want to be a part of this film, and decided to actually be a part of this film free of cost. So more power to Ajay Devgan, and this is exactly what we'd like to see right here in our filmmaking business, where actors and artists come together as a collective and do things for the betterment of the industry and for film, which of course we do get to see. But having said that, we do like to give kudos to Ajay Devgan for having taken this stand. Now, apart from South India, even the North India share of this film is pretty huge, and the makers of this film are looking to tap a huge amount of money from the North Indian market. So this film is going to be a huge release when it does release on the 8th of January 2021. And we'll only have to wait and watch and see what actually happens with the box office collections of this film. But, if trends are to be believed, this film will be a huge blockbuster. While creating history at the 92nd Academy Awards, the South Korean film Parasite went on to sweep 4 major Oscars, including Best Picture, Best Director, Best Foreign Language Film, and Best Screenplay. Now, while the whole of the world has been celebrating, some people have gone on to say that this film is actually a rip of Vijay's Tamil film called Minisar Kannan. Now, lots of fans have gone on to Twitter and have had this to say. Rajesh Kannan says, today Parasite movie got 4 Oscar awards, but after watching the movie, I came to know that the plot of the story, which was taken from Minisar Kannan. In Minisar Kannan, all the family members were employed for love, help, and the same here, Parasite, all the family were employed for survival. Ashok says, Minisar Kannan equals to Parasite. Aarti says, so many thoughts running the head. Just finished watching Parasite, got me thinking about another movie I saw a few months ago, Shoplifters. Very good films, similar yet different. And then she goes on to say, also just hit me that Minisar Kannan, Vijay Padam's, is the same story plotline as Parasite, just a different kind of twist and turn. Joshua Michael says, fight me on this, but Parasite is essentially a Korean version of Minisar Kannan. Andrew Rajkumar says, watched Korean movie lately and realized that the movie is inspired by actor Vijay's Tamil movie Minisar Kannan, directed by K.S. Ravikumar. Parasite is a worldwide hit, but we made such films a long time ago. Well, the Twitterati has gone completely vocal about the fact that they believe that Parasite is a rip of Minisar Kannan and is heavily and hugely inspired by actor Vijay's yesteryear's film. Having said that, we still are not sure about what we have to say and what our take on this is, but we'd like to ask you guys to tell us whether you've seen both the films, and if you have seen both the films, do you actually see them as the same? Do write in and let us know what you think. And with that, we come to the end of today's episode. लेकिन हम कल फिर दोबारा आएंगे with all the latest news, views and updates from the world of Bollywood and social media. Until then, this is me, Manish, signing off.